You know, for a story about fireflies and graves, there's a lot of war and drama and a lot of child death in it. You agree, honey?
What? What? What kind of intro was that?
I couldn't think of anything else, okay? Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Charming Analysis Podcast, and welcome to part 2 of 4 of our Thanksgiving special. So today, as we mentioned in the last video, Jay decided, let's do this year's Thanksgiving special based on family movies. Mm-hmm. And today, for the second part of that idea, we're going to be talking about Grave of the Fireflies, which, funny enough, Jay's never seen before.
I've barely seen any fucking Studio Ghibli movies ever, and I mean, what a way to start my journey, I guess.
But so let's get right into it. But for those who don't know, Grave of the Fireflies is basically about this brother and sister named Seita and Setsuko. And the two of them are dealing with the repercussions of war in Japan. Mm-hmm. Their mom basically died, and they're just trying to live on their own and survive in what is going on in the world at that time. Mm-hmm. Is basically the gist of what this is about. This movie's been out for a very long time, so I don't need to really...
Everyone knows it.
Everyone pretty much knows what it is, but I did give a description in case no one's ever seen it. Mm-hmm. Because not everyone apparently has watched Studio Ghibli, aka my bean. But yeah, this came out in 1988, and this is considered one of the saddest...
movies ever.
No, one of the saddest Studio Ghibli movies.
No, it is considered one of the saddest movies to ever see. Well, it's like a litmus test.
It is not a litmus test.
It's kind of up there a little bit.
Why are you looking at Netflix right
I don't
now?
know, I just am.
Anyway, so, for those who don't know, I am a Studio Ghibli fan. I've always loved watching...
Are you now?
Yes! I've watched a majority of their films. I think there's only a couple that I haven't seen. Mm-hmm. I've definitely seen this one a couple times. I think I've seen it maybe 2-3 times. This is probably my 3rd, 4th watch. Because I remember seeing this years ago. And this is the first time I've seen it in a very long time. And it's still just as sad as I remember it. I don't cry as much to this anymore as I used to. I did used to cry during this movie, like off and on, but not anymore, unfortunately. Because I'm kind of just numb to it at this point, if I'm being completely honest. It is a very sad movie, though, getting into that first. It is a very sad movie going into it. I'm just letting you guys know right off the bat, in case you have not seen it. Mm-hmm. Please go into this knowing that this is about war, and it is about tragedy, basically, and what war kind of comes with. Mm-hmm. So, with that out of the way, I want to hear Jay's thoughts, because he's never seen it. As a first-time watcher of Grave of the Fireflies, what did you think of the movie?
Well, I thought it was very somber. I was expecting to be sad, and I was sad. And I can't help but distinguish that this shit is still going on. And the fact that war will always go on makes me incredibly sad.
But with today's climate, it still holds
tragic.
Up. It still holds up.
It's always gonna hold up because we are humans and we cannot agree on shit even if we tried. So someone will always get affected, and the war will always be a profitable thing, and war will always be here because it's profitable, and we can't do anything really to stop it unless we change as humans, which I cannot see. I'm sorry to be such a nihilist when it comes to stuff like this, but when it comes to war, when it comes to war stuff, I only really am going to really feel emotional about it. Not for the people in quote unquote who are
affected
fighting in these wars, or pointless wars, I assume. Not for the people who definitely are capitalizing on it. They can go to hell. But for the people,
that
like innocent people who like are caught in the crossfire and they can't do shit about it, and it's sad, and it's really sad. And every time there was like, and the happy moments in here, it's just futile, because you're watching a fucking survival war movie, and it's just fucking futile.
Basically, the movie at the beginning basically just comes out, and you can hear Pancake in a litter box.
Yeah.
You can basically hear the fact that both the brother and sister are dead.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of the movie, you get that revelation. They just basically come out and say it. No sugarcoating it, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. And
you basically get to see how they kind of got there.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially how the movie is. So, what did you think of the brother and sister's relationship? Because I thought it was very wholesome, and I liked that the brother basically was just taking care of his sister. Despite everything that was going on.
Well, I mean, this is my first time watching it, so this is gonna be like, so it's kind of like I've heard that there were like other dubs beforehand, so this is like the newest dub that came out just for Netflix. And
which I didn't even know until you told me. Apparently there was the original dub, there was the 2011 dub, and then apparently there's a 2025 dub. Which I didn't know there was different ones. Yeah, I actually did not know that.
Well, normally when you're handing off like partial whatever, like not ownership, but like partial distribution to another, like if you want to host it, like sometimes they will go in the extra mile, especially foreign films, where they will try to do have their own redubbing. Redubbing has always been a thing, like redub, like in certain regions, certain parts of the world.
So, or like because of age of the film, because this came out in 1988. This basically came out late 80s.
Yeah.
Getting into like the 90s.
Fine. Like the dubbing was really fine. That the girl who got to play Setsuko, my God, phenomenal. Oh God, I don't know how they got her to do that range. She's really fucking talented, or they actually got her to cry. Cause I have no idea what the fuck they did, but
I was also impressed by the voice acting in this. That's definitely something I do.
Like, I don't know what you remember of like the original. Like,
I don't remember really much, but I feel like all the people that they put for these two characters specifically, they do a fantastic job with. Like, hi, Pancake. You're hearing our baby girl in the background. She's getting over being sick, so don't mind her. She's like halfway to getting better. We also had hot pot today, so excuse Jay's burping.
Yes.
If you've never had hot pot before, please go try it. It's actually really good.
That's good.
Anyway, side tangent out of the way of the hot pot fun. Actually, of the hot pot variety. But yeah. This is one of those movies to where the voice acting is definitely one of the things that I'm impressed about when it comes to this specific dub.
Mm-hmm.
And for just Studio Ghibli movie dubs in general, in my opinion, I always feel like the dubs are like one of the best things about it. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people are not the biggest fan of dubs, and I can understand that. I personally like hearing dubs. Some of them are going to be better than others, I will say that. But it's interesting to see different versions of how people portray characters in different like forms of language and media. Mm-hmm. I genuinely like that, seeing that in films and stuff. So I'm not really too bothered by dubs. I will gladly take dubs in my opinion, but that's just me. But yeah, what did you think of just the overall theme of this in general? Do you feel like they captured the essence of people struggling in war? I feel like they did. What do you think, honey?
Definitely. I will definitely watch a war film like this instead of the stuff that they're putting out now, I guess. Maybe I'm just not really that big into... Maybe I'm just not that big into over-dramatized war movies or media in general. I've become so desensitized to what it's actually been saying about it. Because it's a whole fucking thing. So I'd rather watch something like this. I'd rather watch it, I'd rather watch, something like this. Something like this be I'd rather watch something like this be animated. Like if I wanted to go watch an actual thing, I would just go watch people who are there, ground zero, documentary style, and I would just go do that. But I found it, very... again, somber is the word I'm using.
Probably the best way to describe this movie
because I felt sad,
Y'all, I'm not lady. Are you kidding me?
Because I felt sad, while watching it, and all the emotions. I definitely cried a little bit.
Which I was not surprised. This is one of those movies where you get a pass on crying. It does happen, which I can understand. A lot of people are sad at this movie, which I completely understand. Because it's one of those movies to where you're going to get some emotions in it. It's going to feel all too real, which I get. Yeah. And you do...
Also, the energy, the power of, just animation in general. Especially the 2D animation.
And people say, animation's not that good, but fuck it. We love animation in this house. We love animation in this house.
I'm just talking about the replacement of, stuff. The computer can capture it. No, it can't. It really can't.
Nope.
Your simulation will never capture something like this, ever. It will not capture anything. There's so much shit that goes into actually making sure that all of this is just, done right. And you can't do that. You can't do that in just a simple prompt on a computer.
Honestly,
just fuck people who are trying to emulate. Fuck people, the way it's fucking sue their asses. I would be suing their asses. If all of my work and all of my friends' work was literally just boiled down to being written on a prompt on a computer.
Same.
I would be so mad. I would be really fucking mad. I agree. So I just am just man, going back and watching, I guess these older movies and just looking at the techniques and stuff like that. It's just really impressive. And it's,
definitely.
It's older Ghibli versus I guess newer Ghibli. There is a little bit of
tonal difference.
There is a little bit of a sort of difference where you could see where they upgrade. I guess they made improvements to their style over the years, but it definitely doesn't take away from the fact that these are, the studio does put out even if their products are not always the best, especially their 2D animation department is always going to stand out, definitely.
Yep.
But it's also just a very human story. There's no there's no
there's no villain.
There's no whimsical to it. There's no nothing. It's just a story of
an honest story.
Yes, it is a very honest story, and I did find it a really, really good movie. Oh, my goodness. I don't
What
know.
did you
I have like these types of movies where I will watch it. I'll be like, it's a really good movie. Will I ever see it again? I don't know. But I've seen movies where it's like it had people like. I've seen movies where it is gotten like emotional and they're hard to get through. But I have seen them over and over again, and I still enjoy them. I don't know if it falls into that category for me. Sometimes I'll just watch a good movie and be like, yeah, it's good, and then I'll never watch it again.
That just kind of happens sometimes.
Yeah, but I always like going back and like rewatching movies, especially rewatching it with people who have never seen them. So
I will say this. I do have another question. So, what did you think of the overall plot? Do you feel like they did?
What do you mean?
Like just the kid's story, like the minus the war part. Do you think they did the kid's story justice?
Well, it's not based on anything. It's just based on, like, this is what happened in the time. Like, during the time, we wanted to tell, like, a semi-fictional autobiographical story. Like, and they did it. Yep. You can make a story, that's the thing. You can make a story about anything you ever want in film. Make it about anything.
Yep.
And, like...
Okay, so I guess my last question. Would you watch more Studio Ghibli movies?
I mean, yeah, I have to. I'm fucking watching movies, like, on my pastime, and I kind of want to watch good stuff before I die.
Well, I know that part, but, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, would you watch more Studio Ghibli movies? Since I showed you this.
Yes, what the fuck? Why are you asking me? Like, it's like, do you want to drink water? Yes.
Okay, fine. I didn't know how you were going to be. Sorry. All right. I don't have too much else to say about it. Do you?
I mean, if you can think of anything.
Not really. It's a short, simple, like, story. It's like hour 39 minutes, like almost 2 hours. Mm-hmm. But this movie does go by pretty fast, in my opinion. Like, I felt like it went by pretty fast. Mm-hmm. Did you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to give my rating first. It's not my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, I will say that. My favorite's actually Howl's Moving Castle and The Cat Returns. Mm-hmm. Those are my personal favorites for Studio Ghibli, if I had to rank them. Maybe one day I can do like a ranking with you of Studio Ghibli movies. One day. One day I shall do that magical tier list with you. Because I feel like that'd be a fun fucking tier list movie. Podcast. Duh. Anyway, this isn't my favorite Studio Ghibli film. I will say that off rip. But this is one of the good films. Like, a lot of the films from Studio Ghibli are good. This is one of the better ones when it comes to, like, overall story. It is a bit heavy hitting for me personally. I would probably give this movie an 8 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10 as well. It's
a very solid movie. Now, is it my favorite Studio Ghibli movie? No. But it's still a pretty good movie, regardless. Mm-hmm. But yeah, once we watch enough Studio Ghibli movies, I want to do a ranking with you, honey, because I think that'd be a fun topic. Mm-hmm. Honestly, that'd be so much fun. But yeah, so we got 2 more parts that we're going to do. Hopefully we finish it by Thanksgiving is the plan. We got 2 more movies, honey. You excited? But yeah, and then we'll have Christmas Palooza, which we got to pick those out soon. We got to pick those movies out soon, and then end of the year podcast.
Yep.
And then we'll be starting next year's season. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm Mari.
I'm Jay.
And we're out. Bye, guys!